What's going on, everybody? It's GameUnboxingReviews here, and welcome back to another LEGO Marvel Avengers news update. Now, in this video, I'm going to be talking about two new screenshots that showcase some of the Iron Man suits in the game, which are really cool. But I also have two older screenshots. If you remember, I did a video on Wiccan and Detroit Steel Armor. Well, I now found them in HD, thanks to LEGO's YouTube page, because they released this video, which was basically, you know, where they were showcasing some of the screenshots. Sadly, still nothing on Hulk jumping around the city, but at least we have these, and yeah, it's in HD and it looks really cool. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so first off, of course, here we have Wiccan and Detroit Steel Armor. Now, obviously, I've already shown these screenshots before, but I figured, you know, it's good to show them again because we now have them in HD and they look better. Gives you a much better look at the design and everything. And again, you know, the designs on these characters, brilliant, really well done. Wiccan looks really cool, very impressive design. But I think my favourite out of these two is Detroit Steel Armor. I mean, he just looks awesome. I think Arthur said at the panel that this is one of the coolest big figures in the game, and honestly, I don't doubt it. I mean, I think apparently he has a flamethrower on his arm, and I thought that was like a Gatling gun or something, but apparently it's a flamethrower, and he also has the chainsaw and everything. He'll be a really cool and exciting character to play as. Still no word on if he can get in and out of his suit. That would be great, but you know, if you can't do that, it doesn't really matter, because you know, you can't give everyone a transformation. As much as you want to, you know, you can't do everything. So if they can't add a transformation for Detroit Steel Armor, then to be honest, it's not really a deal breaker for me. But at the end of the day, he's still really cool. Alright, so next up, of course, we have the brand new screenshots. Now, before I talk about these, I'd just like to give a huge shout out to the dailysuperhero.com, because basically they debuted these screenshots on their website, which is a really great website. Please check it out because it is awesome. And basically, you know, these screenshots were in an interview, and I was wondering would I be able to make a video of them, and they gave me permission and said that's totally fine, which is awesome. So thanks, guys, I really do appreciate that, because you know, I want to give everyone the news about this game, how good it's really going to be, because it's going to be awesome. And one example of that is suit up. So yes, you know, like I've said millions of times in my videos, because I'm so excited about it, you can get in and out of suits as Tony Stark at any time. I mean, it's awesome. And an example of that is, of course, right here, the Mark 43, which is just hovering at the moment. It looks really nice. Love the detail in this suit. Just looks so cool. Personally, for Age of Ultron, I'm more excited about wearing the Mark 45. That looks so good. It really does. Mark 45 looks amazing, so I can't wait to wear that one. And the city in this screenshot doesn't really seem that different, but the next screenshot, again, you know, there's certain screenshots where you notice different things, like how the Baxter building isn't there, the X-Mansion probably isn't there, and apparently Fisk Tower isn't, but there's also some things that they've kept, so it's quite interesting. But you know, we'll see how it changes as, you know, development moves forward. Alright, so last but not least, here we have another screenshot from the dailysuperhero.com, and it is, of course, one of my favourite Iron Man suits of all time. It is the Silver Centurion. I mean, this thing is heavily detailed. It's got decals on the side of the arms, the side of the legs itself. It's got it on the torso. It just looks so cool. It's a really well done designed suit. And of course, if you pre-order from GameStop, you get the actual figure of this thing, and that is really cool. No word on other pre-order bonuses like DLC packs and things yet, but honestly, I would say wait a bit, because I think they might get announced. I could be wrong, they might not even do it this year, but you know, you never know. We'll have to wait and see. But the funny thing is, this wasn't the first thing I noticed about this screenshot. No, the first thing I noticed was that Rikers Island is still there. Now, why is that? We've seen in previous screenshots, you know, that Fisk Tower and the Baxter building and things like that, they're gone. They're not there anymore, and I imagine the same goes for, you know, the X-Mansion, the Oscorp Tower, and stuff like that. So why is Rikers Island there? My guess is that they're using the old map for some of the screenshots, just so they can work on the new version, you know, just so they can balance it out. So the new screenshots will show the old map, but when you actually get the game, it'll be different. That's what I think, because I don't think Rikers Island really has any part in the story, because they basically said in a recent interview that the New York City you play around in this game, that's more themed to the Avengers, the very first Avengers movie. So it makes sense not to have all these comic book landmarks. And also, of course, I don't know if I mentioned this, I've been mentioning it in some comments, but they have said, you know, in Age of Ultron, we go to so many locations in the movie. You see them go to Sokovia and things like that, and they said, you know, with that, that means new hubs. So I think we might have like open world Sokovia and things like that, which is really interesting, because those maps will probably be, you know, be nothing like any hubs that have come before in a LEGO game. So it's really cool to see that, yes, New York is back, but we also have some new locations to explore as well, and that should be really cool. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for this video. I mean, obviously this video was kind of revolved around Iron Man, you know, his 2 new Iron Man suits, but we also got HD looks at Wiccan and Detroit Steel Armor, which is really cool. The fun thing about Iron Man in this game is they already have every single suit I love, you know, they have pretty much every suit I like that is in all the MCU movies. There's only 2 missing that I would like to see is, of course, the Mark II. You know, I love that. I just think the silver and everything is really cool. And, you know, it's a classic suit. And the Gemini. I mean, that's amazing. Imagine if you can go to space in the game. Like if there's a Guardians of the Galaxy styled hub on Nowhere or something like that. And you can fly around with that Iron Man suit. That would be so cool. But, you know, if they do that or not, we will just have to wait and see. Alright guys, so I want to thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for lots more videos real soon, and as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.